Going on YouTube, it's your boy Green Eyes, man. Want to talk about this Jermell Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez fight coming up next month. I believe it's a good fight. When I first heard about it, I thought this was a joke. And I was saying to myself, ain't no way Jermell is jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo. Because at first I thought it was Canelo versus Jermall. But, Jermall, he pulled out for some odd reason. He got so many personal issues going on. And, he ain't fought in like 2.5 years. So, he pulled out. Now his brother, Jermell, is, going up to fight Canelo. It's an undisputed versus undisputed. Well, Jermell's not undisputed no more since he got stripped from the. I think as soon as the bell rings, I think he's gonna be stripped of the WBO title. So, I guess you could say undisputed versus unified champion. So, I'll end up doing a prediction video or a breakdown of the styles of the fight. The fighters, down the line, when the fight gets closer. But I feel Jermell, supposedly he's bigger than Canelo, supposedly. I know he's taller than Canelo. I think he has a longer reach than Canelo. I think Jermell's with 5'9", and Canelo, I think he's like my height, 5'7". I'm like 5'6.5", 5'7". I think Canelo's the same height as me. So yeah, he got those advantages over Canelo. I just feel at the end of the day, Jermell still has some unfinished business at 154. Tim Tszyu, he still got Tim Tszyu. That fight should have been happening on a couple of occasions. I know Tim Tszyu is not happy, with him moving up 2 weight classes. Cause I know Tim Tszyu won his shot. I know he is. So, but and then he got Crawford. He just became the undisputed welterweight champion. He's talking about, he wants, he got his sights on Jermell. I know him and Jermell been going back and forth for some, for a few years now. So, I know Crawford and Spence, I think, is most likely going to do a rematch later this year at 154. So, the winner of that fight, let's just say, if it is Crawford gonna want to come for that. He's gonna want to come for them belts. So yeah. So Jermell still got some fighters down there that he could have fought, man. I don't know why. Well, I know why he took this Canelo fight, because this is gonna be his biggest bag that he gonna make. So Canelo's a money fight. So part of me don't blame him, And then I know he's daring to be great. But as much as I like Jermell, man, I just got this feeling. Hopefully I'm wrong. I hope he doesn't go up there and get beat up and broken down like Kell Brook did against Triple G. Even though Kell Brook did a good job against Triple G, I just felt, man, it's just Triple G at that time was just knocking everybody out. But I just hope this fight doesn't end up being like that fight, man, because Jermell is jumping up 2 weight classes. Canelo, he's in my opinion, he's blatantly ducking David Benavidez. This fight should have been him versus David Benavidez, because I remember the WBC or I think it was WBC or WBA, they promised David, after he beat Caleb Plant, that, hey, the winner of this fight will get a shot at Canelo Alvarez. But for some reason, these section bites, man, they letting Canelo do it. They've been letting Canelo do what the hell he wants to do. So, he's going to end up, he's ducking Benavidez and now fighting Jermell. So I just hope Derrick James and Jermell, I hope they do their homework. I hope they do a lot of film study. And they better bring their A game, man. To fight Canelo. I'm going for Jermell, but I just have this feeling that, man, I mean, after this fight, man, Jermell might not be the same. And he talking about going back down to 154. So I'm like, yeah, he's gonna lose all that muscle mass, man, and he's not gonna look the same. I mean, I hope he goes in there and puts up a great fight against Canelo. If he does lose, but let's say it's controversial, then hey, maybe Jermell may stay at 168. He may go down to middleweight. So I just don't believe, me personally, man, I just don't think that he'll be the same fighter after this fight, man, because it's the same thing with Roy Jones. When Roy Jones went up to heavyweight and he beat John Ruiz and then came back down to light heavyweight, he was not the same fighter when he fought Antonio Tarver. So I'm just having this feeling, man, Jermell, after this fight with Canelo, he goes back down to 154, man. It's just, physically, I don't think he'll be the same, man. He is, I think he's like 33. He's like, he's a year, or barely a year older than me. So, I just hope he, puts on a great show or put up a great fight. I am rooting for him. But, right now, man, I mean, my head's telling me that Canelo probably will end up winning, man. And, I can see, I mean, it's a possibility Canelo may, he may beat Jermell down, man. I mean, that's a possibility, but we shall see. I just feel Jermell, he should have fought Tim Tszyu first. Then, then go up to one, then challenge Canelo. That's just my thoughts. But, I know why he did it, because like I said, there's big money in this fight. It's going to be his biggest bag. And then, depending on how the outcome of this fight goes, he go down to 154 and probably fight the winner of the winner of the Spence and Crawford rematch. But we shall see, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Canelo and Jermell Charlo. Leave a comment. And, I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.